They're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8. Shunting, roll, stacking, hauling freight. Red, green, purple, yellow, orange, brown, blue. They're the really useful crew. Always different roles to play. Round the west of the island or far away. Down the hills and round the bends. Thomas, Sam, and friends. Thomas, Adam, and friends. On every railway of Sodor, there is at least 1 to a couple maintenance engines that are used to help with keeping their railways in good condition, especially the tracks that they run on, which can sometimes have lots of dangerous activity, like getting buckled and bent in the sun, or having objects and living things being in the way on the line.
What about my passengers? Don't worry, they'll be looked at.
Now, while the majority of these engines are usually diesels on narrow or miniature gauge tracks, there are also some that are standard gauge, like Winston. Winston was a track inspection trolley that resembled a car on rails, and was used for traveling along the Northwestern Railway by Sir Stephen Topham Hatt. Though, let's be honest, he was never the best when it came to driving him, or Elizabeth. When Sir Stephen retired, his son, Sir Richard, thought that Winston was in need of a change. Plus, the Hatt family already had a blue car with them, so he sold Winston to the Vicarstown Tramway, where he is currently preserved, giving joyrides across the Vicarstown area. However, the more times Sir Richard came to visit him, the more he thought that his railway could use another track inspector in Winston's place as a trial. When Sir Stephen's cousin, Calvin, went on holiday to his home country in the US and California over the summer, he happened to come across an interesting looking metal box on wheels, known as a rail speeder, or motor car in his language. Sir Richard got interested in the idea of his first cousin once removed, so he had one ordered, and a few months later, it was sent to Brendam Docks via ship. And Carly was about to see it for herself.
Well, who do we have here?
Hello there, female crane. I'm Sandy. Sandy the rail speeder.
Nice to meet you, little one. I'm Carly. Welcome to Sodor.
Why, thank you. Say, you're yellow, aren't you?
Why, yes I am, and so are you, with a shade of pink and black stripes and a blue cab.
Well, despite being the shade of pink, yellow's my favorite color. It's bright and happy, just like Sandy. In fact, lots of us rail speeders are yellow.
Really now?
Yep.
But just as she said that, she unintentionally looked down, realizing how high she was.
Could you please lower me down? Sandy doesn't want to fall in the water or the docks.
Oh, sure thing. Sorry about that.
Carly turned herself around the opposite direction and started carrying a nervous newcomer towards a flatbed. When Sandy had enough courage, she opened her eyes and found the little joyride actually quite fun.
Wow, this reminds Sandy of the gondola ride on the Santa Cruz Beach boardwalk at her old home.
Santa Cruz, huh?
Yep, Sandy used to work in Santa Cruz in America with some of her siblings, and she loved working along the coast, especially near the beaches. The sand shone brightly in the sun, and it made her happy, as well as the ocean. That's how Sandy got her name.
Oh, so you're not named after that underwater squirrel.
Army lassie, so you love the 7 seas as well?
Sure thing, pirate. I may not have seen any beaches on my sail here, but I still love the ocean. I also love the redwood forest.
Say, going by what you said about living in Santa Cruz, I take it you witnessed the storms back in January.
Yeah, those were no fun for Sandy.
Okay, could you stop talking in third person? I find it really annoying.
Why?
Well, number 1, it just is, and number 2, you remind me of that annoying little red puppet from that Sesame Workshop. Call yourself a railway inspector? You get an F for failing to not be annoying. Go back to PBS, you stupid baby character.
Hey, no, Sandy is not a baby.
La 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 la, la 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 la, Sandy sucks.
Hey, be nice, Cranky. She's new here. She's probably already shy.
Whatever. Just then, Adam arrived and coupled up to the brake van flatbed with Sandy on board. Adam was going to take Sandy to the Steamworks for her trial. He was coupled up and rolled away.
Take care, Adam, me boy.
What? Was it something I said?
Obviously.
So, what's your name, little one?
I'm Sandy. And could you please not call me little?
Oh, sorry. My name's Adam. Nice to meet you. Say, you seem kinda cute, not gonna lie.
Thank you. You seem pretty cool too, Mr. Olaf Diesel.
Okay, if I were really that piece of winner, I'd be a steam engine and have a frickin' funnel painted orange for that carrot. God, I hate anything involving that let it go bull junk. As Adam continued down the line, Sandy noticed something a little off. Blimey, mate, I remember seeing an American motorcar in Australia. Yo, Arthur, what's up?
Good day, Adam. Oh, hello there, newcomer.
Sandy doesn't understand the way everyone speaks to her.
Huh? Oh, right. A lot of people here speak British and Scottish instead of American. You're in the UK, remember?
Oh, right, I forgot.
Don't worry, you'll understand soon. Though I think there are other American engines that work in different parts of... Oh, we're here!
Ah, hello, my friend. I see you've got a new rail speeder for us.
Yep, everyone, meet Sandy.
Another yellow crane!
Why, yes, I am yellow. I'm Kevin. Welcome to the Sodor Steamworks, Sandy.
Hello there, Sandy. I'm Victor. I work here helping other engines with their repairs. We're a fun place to be when you're feeling down.
And I'm your new operator. My name is Greg, and I work here.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Come inside. I'll show you around the works.
And so he did. That evening, Sandy was quite fascinated with the sights in the massive building. There was a massive hoist, engines going to and fro, and even a television box that had recently been installed so that the engines could watch it while they were being repaired. Along the outside yard that evening, Sandy was resting in a siding after her long journey and chatting with Kevin.
And I saw a yellow crane just like you at the docks, though I didn't like the green one very much.
Oh, don't you mean Cranky? Don't worry about him. He does have a soft side. I remember assisting him back in 2013.
As Kevin and Sandy were looking up at the evening sky, Sandy smiled at her favorite color, yellow. She somewhat felt as though the entire works was Yellow Haven, with Duncan having maintenance despite his arrogance. Diesel 10 talking to Wendy the Works Diesel, Rebecca pulling the express for Gordon while he was being repaired, Molly dropping off some coal from the coaling plant, and Flora running her last train of the day around the Corbin Skate Loop from Vickerstown to Great Warrenton.
Victor told me that he used to be painted yellow before he came here.
Kevin,
Speak of the devil.
could you come over here? I need your help to unload the coal trucks.
Yes, boss.
As Kevin left, Sandy was left alone to take a little nap after her journey, until she was woken up by a horn. It was Madge, the snub-nosed lorry privately owned by the wharf. She was there dropping off Mr. Percival for a meeting with the manager, when another lorry came along that was also cream and green.
Nigel, it's you!
Oi, Marge, it's great to see you again.
Same goes for me as well. So tell me, how are you doing back in business at the pack since we last met?
Oh, it's been great to be back in business. I've been co-working with Nelson on taking the pack to various sites. Speaking of which, his engine's been a little dodgy lately, so Miss Jenny's borrowing a toolbox with some parts to tune him up.
All right, Miss Ginny. Have a good day.
Well, time for me to get going.
Alright, it was nice seeing you again.
While the two old-timers were talking, Sandy glared at them with a face that was pouty and spoiled. They had spoiled her yellow sight with their green terror, minus the cream. She was very pleased to see them go.
Stupid low-loaders.
Sandy hated lorries, or trucks as she called them back in America, but no one knew why. She didn't have a problem with other road vehicles, but there was something about lorries that brought back an unpleasant memory. That night, Sandy slept in a little shed in the interior of the works. She was excited, for the aftermath of her power nap was her first day on patrol.
Morning, and Sandy. Are you ready for our big day?
Epic! Right away, sir.
Man, your cat's kinda small.
Greg got into Sandy, pulled the throttle, and they were off. Along the way, Sandy got a bit nervous again. There were engines bigger than her passing by to and fro. She was worried about holding up one of them with her slow speed.
Don't worry, Sandy. We've been assigned to a specific route for us. We'll be fine.
Sandy turned onto the Normanby branch line and made her way to the wharf. She was so beguiled at the new location that she forgot to pay attention. Blimey, look out! Oh, in the name of Mr. Percival!
Phew.
Oi, watch it, Banana Peel. You almost fit into my goods train.
Oh, sorry, Blue Engine.
Why'd you just call me? Read my nameplate, you disintelligent toddler.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Sir Handle.
Never mind him. You're doing great.
As Sandy rolled along past the fishing village and beach, minus the smell of fish, the ocean and sand quickly cheered her up. She even got a chance to meet Winston once she reached the end of the line at Vickerstown, as well as the other engines. Despite all of them being bigger than her, they were all very friendly and made her feel welcome.
Oh, hello there again, Olaf.
Oh my god, what are you doing here?
Hey, be nice.
Oh, look, there's a tunnel ahead. Let's make echoes.
Not right now, Sandy. I'm trying to pay attention to the line.
Eventually, Sandy came across Susie, who was derailed in Henry's forest.
What happened to you, Miss American Engine?
Just some rotten sleepers on this section of track that caused me to come off with these lumberjacks. Fortunately, I'm not damaged, but Harvey's gone off to collect new rails.
Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh, you're the old man I saw at the boardwalk last summer.
Oh yes, we had a lovely convention together here. My cousin is the son of the controller of the railway, so I asked him to order you.
Wow, this forest reminds me of Redwood.
Sandy and Calvin chatted like old friends until Harvey came back with the supplies to fix the buckled section. The lumberjacks helped as well.
Goodbye, Rusty Nails. Hello, new sleepers, ballast, and steel.
I gotta thank Richard later.
You should. I mean, just look how bright and cheery she is.
All in all, Sandy's first day on patrol was a success, and she arrived back at the Steamworks as happy as the sun that was setting. She then saw Adam again, delivering some parts for the works. Oh, hey there, it's you again. How was your first day?
It was good. Say, now that the sun is setting and you're not melting, wanna build a snowman?
Oh my god, would you please shut up with that frozen bull scrap?
Aw, come on, Adam. Quit being so negative. She's cute. Turn that frown upside down.
Hey, Emily, what are you doing? Get down from me, this is... Sandy chuckled for a bit, but her mood soon changed when she saw Madge again.
Thanks for unloading my parcels, Kevin.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Yeah, that's right. You're not welcome here, Miss Lorry. Get out of Sandy's new home, you useless thing on rails.
Hey, what was that all about? Why'd you shout at Madge like that?
Hey, stay out of this, you skateboard with vanilla ice cream.
Okay, that is just plain rude. I don't know where this disrespectful attitude came from, but I really hope Madge didn't hear you, because...
Oi, Sandy, could you come over here for a minute? I need your help with something.
Coming!
Before Adam could say anything, Sandy rolled away with a negative attitude.
What was that for, Sandy?
Oh, strange. Why was she shouting like that?
You're asking the wrong person, my dear engine.
Oh, right. Man, I'm such an idiot sometimes.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. Let's just leave her be and get back to Vickerstown.
Alright then. I tell you though, that was almost as annoying as babies on the platform. If she wants to be a female version of Caillou and get grounded, let her have it. But I'm not gonna stick around when it happens. But unfortunately, he did. The next day, Sandy was once again patrolling the line with Greg. They had just traversed through the junction to the Normanby branch, and were nearing a signal box.
Sandy, I have to use the loo in that shed over there.
Sandy looked and noticed what he was talking about.
Ew, are you serious, Greg? What the heck?
Maybe?
Sandy stopped for a moment, while Greg walked away to do his business. But as Sandy looked towards the siding, she noticed that the curve leading towards it was bent, and was also aiming towards the signalman's road vehicle, which just so happened to be a lorry. And that gave Sandy a very naughty idea. While she waited for a train to come, she heard Adam's horn and rolled away, just as her operator Greg came out.
Huh? Hello? Sandy, where are you?
Sandy was about to do the unthinkable. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There it... Huh? Emily! Sandy's on our line!
Oi, Sandy, what are you doing?
What the heck?
Ouch! Luckily, Adam didn't crash into the lorry, but was a few feet away from the road with his train derailed. Ugh. Dang, why do my wheels feel weird all of a sudden?
It's because you're not used to being off the tracks. How on earth did this happen?
Why couldn't he have hit that truck to end their games once and for all? Sandy should have thought through her plan more.
All eyes were on Sandy as she gulped when she realized what she had just said. Wait a minute. You did this! How could you?
Well, you know what? Yeah, Sandy did. Those stupid lorries need to be taught a lesson. That us rail speeders are better than them any day. Take that green lorry for example. She can go drift off a cliff for all I'm...
Sandy's a stupid speeder. That's enough! I don't know what your problem is with lorries, but I have a goods train behind me that's probably gonna be late because a certain someone derailed me. The men are gonna be furious at you.
But Adam...
But nothing. You're just as, if not, even more annoying than little kids. If I were a mother, loving my kids would not be worth the hard work and stress. So do us all a favor and go where you want the lorries. The scrapyard, you stupid, bratty, annoying, worthless piece of... Sandy? Oh, crud. Sandy, listen, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to call you worthless or... Oh, no.
Adam the Diesel, I am ashamed of you. How could you say that to her?
Amity, listen,
Am in big trouble? Yes. Yes, you are.
But she's the one who caused this mess. She derailed me and...
There's no excuse. I knew I shouldn't have let your big mouth witness South Park. We'll talk about this later.
Eventually, Wendy the Works Diesel came and pulled Adam back onto the tracks. Adam's driver, Amity, checked him over, and luckily, no major damage was done. But that was nothing compared to the mental guilt the white diesel was feeling. At the Steamworks, Sandy was sitting in her shed in disgrace. She had been given a time out, so to speak. Kevin felt bad for her, but said nothing. Just then, Sandy heard a familiar but dreaded horn.
Now then, Adam, you're gonna tell her exactly what I told you to say.
But
Do it now, or I won't show you YouTube videos on my phone for a month.
Alright then. Sandy?
What do you want?
Listen, I know you probably don't want to see me, but I'm really, truly sorry. I didn't mean anything I said back there. I was just furious at the fact that I derailed because of your actions, and that my train would probably be late. But then again, I'm at fault for the yelling part.
It's okay, Adam. It's my fault, too. I shouldn't have delayed you, nor got in your way.
Well, looks like both of us are to blame for this. Though I do have one question. Why do you hate lorries in the first place?
Well, I don't exactly like talking about this, but this grudge has been going on since the very late 20th century.
Before Sandy worked in Santa Cruz, California, she lived in Minnesota and was owned by the company Fairmount Railway Motors. However, during the 1990s, Sandy's work was coming to an end, for she was being replaced by pickup trucks, as well as sports utility vehicles that were fitted with chassis to travel on the rails, and it was much more convenient.
Ha! Look at that! Your job's done now. These lorries are taking over. Hope you enjoy the scrapyard. You're not welcome here.
Yeah, get out my sweet baby's home, you useless thing on rails! Luckily for her, she and many of her siblings were preserved by NARCO, the North American Railcar Operators Association. From there, she spent nearly 2.5 decades enjoying the sea, air, and redwood forest in Santa Cruz.
Ever since then, I've kind of had this sorrow yet angry grudge against lorries, specifically pickup trucks. I often forget about how useful they truly are, because they nearly made me lose my purpose.
Oh, I get it. Oh, Sandy, I'm so sorry you had to go through that, and for getting mad at you. Before Sandy could reply, Victor approached them with Greg in his cab.
Greg has told me about what happened at the junction. Sandy, I'm very disappointed in you for what you did to Adam and his train.
I'm really sorry, Victor.
However, I overheard your conversation with Adam, and I'm glad to see you learning the error of your ways, and that incident is now behind us. If we let you out of that shed, you better promise to never do something like that again.
Yes, Victor.
Good. That's what we like to hear. However, me and Victor have been talking, and we think we know the perfect way to make you see sense about trucks and lorries co-working on this railway.
What are you gonna do?
We're going to send you to Normanby Wharf. They have a sighting for lorries with goods there, and you can see how useful they are when it comes to helping the railway. Adam, would you mind doing the honors?
Sure thing, Victor. So Adam pushed Sandy to the wharf on the Skarloey Railway. She found it quite peaceful, with the seagulls and boats traveling through the canals. But she wasn't here for that. She was here to see just how useful the lorries of Sodor could be. She watched as some dropped off supplies while others chatted with the engines as they transferred their loads to and fro. This helped her think of her actions and see the value in every vehicle. A little while later, Madge arrived with Greg and the signalman with the lorry from earlier. The signalman was not pleased to see Sandy after what she had done, but Sandy apologized for her actions and promised that she would never do a silly thing like that again. She also explained her reasoning for hating Lorries and that she would work on getting over the grudge.
Glad to see you've learned a lesson, young lady.
You know, Sandy, everyone struggles with adapting to new things. I sure did on my first year at Sodor. Should I tell you about when I sprayed Starlowy and Renaeus with mud?
After putting the past behind her, Sandy continued to be a useful member to the east side of the Northwestern Railway. She was very friendly to everyone she met, and whenever she and Madge passed each other at the wharf, they would honk friendly toots to each other. And on days where she wasn't on patrol, Sandy would talk to some of the other engines being repaired, and cheer them up whenever they were feeling down.
How are you called a rare spear when you're slower than the cars and engines? No offense.
Well, I'm called a speeder because back when we were first built in 1896, we were faster than a handcar, or pump trucks as you call it. But that was before high-speed trains were even invented.
Oh, I get it.
Sandy and Kevin even gained this cute little brother-sister relationship with each other, but that was nothing compared to her new friends and family that she had on the island of Sodor. However, unbeknownst to her, she was about to work with another track inspection vehicle similar to her, but on narrow gauge tracks. But that's another story.